All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're new around here, hello, my name is Katie Marie, and I'm a lover of eyeshadow palettes, makeup in general, but definitely my love is eyeshadow palettes. So if you love eyeshadow palettes, colorful eyeshadow palettes, if you're interested in indie makeup, you may like it around here. But as you guys just saw, I went through my collection and I did a little shop my stash in my own time so that I could just show you guys some sped up, what is it called, B-roll? I don't know. Show you guys the process of me going through both my new makeup that I need to try, my older makeup that's sitting back there in my makeup collection, and you guys got to see me pick everything out and then go through and put it all back in my drawers. So let me know if you guys like seeing that at the beginning of my videos as kind of like an intro to the Shop My Stash and before I dive into getting all the palettes that I want to use, or if you prefer it at the end, let me know that. If you watched my last video, I put it at the end, so leave me your feedback down below. Just playing around as this Shop My Stash goes through a little bit of growing pains, but thank you so much for the positive feedback you guys gave me in my last video, or not my last video, my last Shop My Stash when I did the switch to just palettes. I was very nervous about that video, but overall I had a lot of positive feedback and I greatly appreciate it. And I'm sorry to everyone who was disappointed not to have the usual video, because there were some people who were bummed, so I am so sorry. But for right now, this is going to be the norm, and I'm just kind of feeling it out to figure out what I like and how I like to do these videos. So yeah, as I just said, we're going to be shopping my stash for the palettes that I'm going to try this month. So we'll go on over to all the new palettes that I have, and we are going to pick out which ones I'm going to dive into, and we can swatch them all out on my arm. But before we do that, I do want to do my Instagram shout out for this video, and that is going to go to Leora Cosmetics. I'll go this way. Leora, she left a comment on my most recent post, so thank you so very much. She has a YouTube channel here. I'll leave it linked down below. Definitely recommend you check her out. But Leora, you are my Instagram shout out for today, and thank you so very much for interacting with my content. I really do appreciate it. And per usual, if you want a chance to be featured at the beginning of my videos, all you have to be doing is following me on Instagram. I'm LadyKatie92. Interact with my content as I put it up, and I randomly select someone when I sit down to film. So with all that said, let's jump right into picking out what palettes I'm going to try for September and swatching them all out on my arm. Alright, so as you can see, this month it's not too exciting when it comes to new palettes, but I do want to say that I do have a palette on the way to me. It should be here in a couple days, but it is the new Louise. I think it's called Worldie palette. I'll put a picture up here so you guys can see what it looks like, but I'm expecting this any day, and once it does arrive, I'll be doing a swatch party and first impressions video, so if you want to stay tuned for that, I'll have that up as soon as I can, and I'll be testing it out this month, so I would include that in this video if I had it, but I don't have it yet. But anyway, moving on, I am going to be trying this Nomad and Lago di Como, I think is what it's called. I've looked at this before. It's Lake Como, Italy Lake Como, I think. I should not be holding my camera with my other hand, but I am, so here is a one-handed look at it. As I said, we'll be swatching it in just a minute, but yeah, I cannot wait to try this palette. It'll be my first time trying Nomad, and I'm so excited. I also want to grab this. I know it's not really an eyeshadow palette, but it is a big old palette, and the packaging is so beautiful. Like, I love the holographic shine it has. I love the turtles, but it is a face palette, and I do plan to try this on my eyes as well. I think it'll be beautiful as an inner corner highlight, and I can't wait to try these other colors here, so I'm going to grab that as well, and we might as well swatch it today. And then also I have some Sydney Grace shadows. I guess two of them exactly, and then one is a highlight. But I want to make a little eyeshadow palette today so I can try out the two eyeshadows from Sydney Grace and also the highlighter. So we'll be doing that as well. So let me bring this over and we can get to swatching. Before we dive into swatching these, I do want to say that I have two palettes left over from last month. So I have this Zoeva Matte Voyager palette. It's like a little mini neutral palette, and then also this Ofra Pro palette. I think it's called the Brights palette. And if you're curious to see these swatched, I did swatch them on my arm last month, so I'll go ahead and leave that video linked up here just so I don't waste your time. If you did see that video, don't make this video too long. If you're interested in swatches for either of these palettes, I have them swatched out in my previous videos. But yeah, just want to let you know these are going to roll into my September month because I did not get around to them in August. And I know this isn't really an eyeshadow palette, but I did want to show you guys that I do have the Midas the cake liners, their neon cake liner. I have been having so much fun. I think I've used it like 3-4 times. I'm going to keep using it. We'll have a review at some point, most definitely. But if you want to see swatches of this, I'll leave that video linked up here. I did swatch them all out on my arm. I love the colors. It's just so bright and beautiful. But I just want to show you guys that I am continuing to test this one out as well. Okay, let's do the one official palette that we have today, or eyeshadow palette, I should say. This is from Nomad. I got this in my Tribe Beauty box, and it was the product in that box that totally made the box for me. So here are swatches. For such a like a beigey, yellow beigey, I guess you could say, color, it shows up really beautifully. Like, I barely touched any of these. I went very gentle, like not a whole lot of pressure. Looks so beautiful. So those are the first three. Okay, and then the next three, these shimmers feel very smooth and thin, which is promising in that I think they'll be easy to put on. That green didn't look too good. Let me try it again. I've already swatched these out and was excited to try them, but that green, I don't know if I just swatched it funny, but there are those three. And then for the last three, ooh, that bright blue. That reminds me of a shadow from the Whale Song palette by Menagerie Cosmetics. And then, oh, this shade is so dark and beautiful. The swatches are very promising. I cannot wait to get trying this. If you guys want to see a dedicated video, definitely let me know your thoughts down below. Like, leave me a comment, give me feedback. But as for right now, at the time of me filming this, I'm just planning to review it in my next Palooza after September is over. Okay, and then this is Shared Planet. I shared about this, shared. Anyway, I shared about this on my Instagram already, but they are a really neat brand, and this palette specifically, oh my goodness, I'm just throwing things around, but it's going to help the turtles, and as you can see, there are turtles on it, so the brand itself is very intriguing to me. When they reached out asking if they could send this to me, I was all about it, not only because I think the packaging is very beautiful and the colors themselves look very pretty, like I'm excited to use this on my face and on my eyes, but also, like I said, the message and what they stand for, and just turtles. I like turtles. My daughter loves turtles. So anyway, let's swatch it out. Okay, so I'm just going to take this kind of top row here. I guess will be the first three I do. I'm not going to be saying names. I didn't say names for the other palette, but anyway, you guys saw me swatch them. So there they are. And this green one looks light enough that it won't look too green, but it's definitely very reflective. Nothing too crazy. Like when you swatch it, I don't, sit there and gasp and like, it's not blowing my mind when it comes to highlight, but it's definitely promising, and we'll see. Highlighter is one of those things you really can't speak to it until you get it on your face to see how vibrant and blinding it can be. These next two, I don't know if I'll be able to use them on my face because, like, that's real blue. That looks like an eyeshadow blue, but I will definitely use it on my eyes and see. I'll give it a try on my face. Not saying I won't, but it looks so blue. We shall see. But yeah, those are all of the shadows in this highlighter palette from Shared Planet called the Sea Turtle Highlighter Palette. But also I want to say, like, it's a nice and heavy palette. Like, I was shocked when I pulled it out. Like, it's cardboard and whatnot, but there's something in this palette, like the weight of it, the way it's made. It has a very nice weight to it. It has a very nice feel to it, and even though this little seam here is, I think, smaller because it is round, it's still a decent size, and it doesn't feel weak at all. Like, it's very nicely reinforced, and overall, all that to say, I feel like it's a very well made, very nice and sturdy packaging. So I was very impressed with the presentation and the packaging of this palette. I'm sorry I keep blinding you. This is just so fun. Okay, and then last up that we have to swatch is just these little Sydney Grace eyeshadows. But like I said, I do want to make a little palette. So for now, I think I'm going to try to leave the highlighter in it and just push these over. And let me grab some palettes, so that we can create a color story that I can use to be able to use these. I cannot wait to use that orange. So I want something very fall-ish, and let's see if I can make that happen. Okay, I feel like I need some yellows in here. Can I talk? Yellow in here, as well as some orange. So let me see. Part of me just wants to grab all the big ones because I think most of them are, yep, Give Me Glow, because I love Give Me Glow's formula, but I also want to fit it all in here if possible. So let's see. Oh, that's from Laura Lee. I never wrote the names. Whoopsie. That's a shimmer. I think I want more of a matte. Okay, let's go. Let's see what this one is. I definitely want a yellow. From Coastal Scents. Not crazy about Coastal Scents, like it's fine. Oh, that's Caution. We'll try that. That's more, no, actually, I'm so indecisive. We're gonna go with Cantaloupe from Coastal Scents. I'm gonna go with this shade, which is Dijon from Dandelions Co. And then I want a matte orange. Let's go with Tiger Lily. This is from NBA Cosmetics. I know they're all dirty because I'm a mess, but okay. This should be green if I remember right. Yes, green. Okay, these are more of the bright greens. Let me grab more of the grungy greens, even though there's some grunge up there. So let me grab those real quick. I don't think I need anything super bright like up there, even though this is kind of calling my name. It's from Chrisanna Ann. No, it's from Kristen Lee. I get those two mixed up all the time. That's super pretty, but I feel like that's leaning a little bluish. I want more heavy on, I think, the green. I don't know. I definitely want some of these grunge. This is Dirty Martini. Oh, I love that shade. That's from Dandelions Co. I got his grungy bundle, so I feel like I'm going to be wanting all of the shades. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. A little repetitive. Do I need them? No. I'm just going to leave this one because it is very green. I like that, how that's looking there. So this is looking good. Let's go into here, though, because I know this is my more grungy palette. Yeah. I think I want some from here. Oh, I liked I like Artifact. I feel like I need something else to go with this orange, because I definitely think the orange goes with the grunge, but it needs something a little bright. The orange to brown can have orange in the crease. What else can I pair with orange? I guess I could go purplish. I think I'm gonna have to pop this out because I think I'm gonna do more of a purple maroon side to go with the orange. I think this is, oh yeah, Savage. I want that one. I like that green. Do I need it? No, but I want it. Kind of want to actually. I want to grab this one, Lethal. I think that might be pretty. I think I'm going to want, I keep seeing this and I think of like these shades here. I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab some bright purple. I feel like that'll be fun. Magenta and deep grape. But now I can't fit in here. So Katie, what are we going to do? Okay, and then for this palette, I'm going to put the highlighter back into this Sydney Grace one. And I also wanted to grab, I want to get this. This is from N Cosmetics in the shade Firefly. A gorgeous highlighter. I want to use that again. And then I also want to get, let's see, I'll grab this one because it is, I didn't even say Terra Moon, Io or Elo. And then I want to grab, these are her like iridescent chameleons. I think I'm going to get this one, Sharon. I just want to use them because they're so pretty. Snow Globe. Oh, heck, I might as well grab them all. Look at me. Okay, I want to use those for my inner corner highlight. What are these? These are pretty too. What's this pink one? Whimsical from Makeup Geek. Don't remember my thoughts on that. Let me pop that one in there so I can try it. I think that might go well. And that is going to be my palettes that I created in order to try, what is it, this shade, and then the highlighter. But it's fun to create a palette and kind of pull from it. And I think that color story is very interesting for sure, but I feel like I can do something with those. And then most definitely these is my comfort zone. So yeah, that was my train wreck of trying to create my own palettes. Oh yeah, I was going to swatch them. Let's do that. This is very interesting to swatch. I'll do these three and we'll see how, oof, I forgot that was a Dandelions Co. His formula is beautiful to work with, but it's incredibly soft. Does not need that much pressure, Katie. All right, let's see what my color story looks like all swatched out. No joke, I'm kind of scared. What was this yellow? Who's that from? Oh, not surprising. Coastal Scents. It needs a lot of help. Oh, shoot. Okay, I just cleaned off my arm and redid that swatch because I got that darker color in it. But those are the first three. Those definitely go well. Let's see about the next row. We'll do these four. Here's the next four. Oh, that Sydney Grace just swatches so beautifully. I think that shimmer was, is it Shroud? I think that one didn't swatch well, but it's also my pinky. Ooh, I like that color story. Okay, then I'm going to swatch these two, and then we'll end with those four, because I know they're going to be the oddball out, because they just, ooh, can I be in frame? They just don't go. Oh, that green. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that Give Me Glow Green. Savage, I think it was. Gorgeous. They're my pops of color for this palette. We'll put them down here, because I definitely, oh my goodness, Coastal Scents and purples. Don't go to Coastal Scents for purples. I need to get some good purples. I just don't use them enough, so I don't think to buy them whenever I buy singles, but looking over, these are like my most purplish in my collection, and they definitely aren't that good. So there we go. Okay, swatching it like that, the purple's down by the orange and then the grungy greens at the end, that doesn't look crazy. What do you guys think? I don't think I did too bad. I'm actually kind of shocked that this arm doesn't look too chaotic and all over the place. I like it. I'm excited to do some looks with it. Okay, and then we'll just swatch this very briefly. My hands are stained. I need to go wash them, but this, as I said, is mainly just for this, but I wanted to throw some fun inner corner shadows in here to play with. Ooh, that looks so pretty. I can't wait to use that Sydney Grace highlighter. Oh, that green from M is just gorgeous. That pink from Makeup Geek is very pretty. Wow, look at my fingers. They're pretty. Okay, and then these four are all from Terra Moons. Absolutely stunning. Her formula, too, you have to be very gentle and soft with them because they're very, very delicate of a formula, but like, oof, so intense. I wish that on camera the colors showed up as beautiful as they do in real life. Like, they definitely show up beautiful on camera, but they're just so much more in person. If you own any of Terra Moon shadows, her iridescent chameleons, I guess specifically, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they look so pretty here, but in person, they just like 10 times more. I love them. They're so pretty. Okay, but yeah, with that, I don't really want to wipe this off, but I am going to, because I'm going to now look like, what was it, Edward Cullen's glitter all over me. But yeah, that's going to do it for all of the swatches for my palettes that I'm going to be pulling to use this month. Alright, so those are all the new palettes that I have, and we'll see how the month goes. Per usual, if I'm able to get through all these palettes and I have time to try something different or just reach for something else, I'll definitely reach back into my collection. Let me know if you would like me to swatch those out in the Shop My Stash videos as well, and maybe I can do that next time because I definitely have a palette at the top of my head that I want to reach for if I have time this month. And let me know if you would like me to include that, to let you guys know, and then swatch it out just so you guys can see an older palette swatched out. I'm definitely open to that. But yeah, those are all the palettes that I'm going to be using during the month of September. Let me know, as always, which one you're most excited for. And as I think I already mentioned, let me know if you would like any dedicated videos on any of the palettes that I showed. At the time of me filming this, I don't really have any dedicated videos planned for any of them because they aren't like super new or anything that I can surround a video around, like the turtles palette. I don't really have a video idea, but if you have a video idea, leave it down in the comments, and if I do it, I'll definitely shout you out in a video. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you guys liked the little setup. I kind of like just kind of keeping Shop My Stash very chill and laid back, so that's why I turned the camera over here to my little makeup nook. I don't know what you call it, but my little makeup corner over here. Let me know what you guys think. But with all that said, that's gonna do it for today's video, and if you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button on your way out, as it helps me in the whole YouTube algorithm. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm LadyKatie92, and you, as I said in the beginning, if you want a chance to be featured, you just have to interact with my content, and I randomly select someone before I sit down to film. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.